Hey folks, welcome to the village. Out in the garden today. Gonna do a little work on the raised beds here. That is, if everything's thawed out enough. Everything's a little frozen still. Kind of show you how we fill these bins. These guys are 17-inch Vigo bins. If you were trying to fill them with soil, you'd use a crap load of soil. So what you basically do, I can't think what they call it. It's like a Schulte method. Basically what we do here is bring you up here and kind of show you. We're taking, and in the bottom of these bins, you're placing a layer of logs, sticks, twigs, anything you got. Logs like this, like something you do on firewood, and just some old crappy wood that I had, and just building a layer of that along the bottom. And come back in with some sticks and various things, and just trying to fill it in so it just kind of, fills the bin itself. Doesn't want to leave a lot of air spaces. And then came back in, I had a lot of leaves, so I just took a lot of these leaves and spread them out through the bin. So again, you're just creating the air, kind of packing it down so you don't leave a lot of air spaces. And then what I've done is I just come back here, and instead of taking my compost bin and from inside and dump it out in my big bin, I bring it out here. My garden scraps that I put in my compost bin, I've been spreading them in here, and then I come back with just some regular all-purpose topsoil, kind of fill that in into the bins to add layers to it. Again, keep working it down. I would spray water on it, but it's cold, it would freeze. But as it gets warmer, we'll be able to spray water out. Again, create less air pockets, pack it down a little bit. And then once we get this kind of filled up to this level, then we come back in with this is what I'm going to be using. This is a organic raised bed, especially for raised beds. So it's going to have a good pH level to it. I like this because it has worm castings in it, which is basically worm poop, which is a good solid fertilizer to get your things off to a good start. So what we'll do is we'll come back to that, and we'll add that in here and add like about a 6-8-inch layer of that. And then on top of it, I'll take some finished compost I have out here, and we'll mix that in and just stir that into the top, your growing layers, everything, to feed everything as it goes. And that'll basically fill your bins up. So that way you're not trying to, just go back there and fill it with bags and bags of dirt, because you would be using a lot of bags of dirt. And again, I like this because I grow everything organically. It has a good, even pH in it, so you can kind of modify it to grow certain plants the way you want to grow it. And we're going to get this finished, get this bin finished, because this is going to be the first bin I plant. My smaller bins over here, I kind of just modified the method a little bit. Since they're a little bit shallower, I just, instead of using logs and stuff, I just basically some bigger sticks and stuff on the bottom layer. Again, same thing, they'll come back through dirt, some of the topsoil, the leaves and stuff that I have from the yard and stuff that were out here in the garden. I just fill them in, trying to eliminate air pockets. Again, biodegradable materials in here from the yard scraps or from the kitchen scraps and stuff. Those all just go in here. We'll just keep building it, packing it down. Same thing as the bigger bins till we get these bad boys filled up. So let me get to work over here. I think I'm going to try to see if I can get some of that stuff, topsoil a little more in there. If I'm not, it might be too frozen. Might just go ahead and add some of the raised bed material. So let me get that set up, and we'll start working on that. I did add some of the topsoil to this, but it is still pretty frozen. But still just trying to take the rake again, like I said, we're trying to get rid of air spaces. So just working that through and just trying to work everything down between all those sticks and those logs. So pretty good. It's hard to tell if it's really compact or if it's just really frozen. I think it's a combination of both. So I think I'm going to look at a couple of these other bags I got here, see if I got that, so I can add a little bit more. I want to get a little bit more even down in here, and then we'll work on adding some topsoil or some of the bedding mix to it. Did manage to find one bag that wasn't totally frozen, so just put a layer a couple inches deep, spread it through the bin. Again, taking the rake and just trying to work it, compact it down into the sticks and everything below. Again, I would put water on it, but seeing that it's only 20 or 30 degrees out, it wouldn't do much good. Make an ice skating rink. So put that in, and we'll come back with the raised bed material. Take this. Back. This has got a little bit of chunkiness to it. Break it up. Again, same thing, just spread it out. That's a little chunky. It's got a little iciness to it. Again, spread it out. Again, just keep working it down. Hey, stop. And that's what you got going on. We're just going to do that and just keep adding it in until we build it up. And we'll bring it up to up to about inch and a half from the top there. Just leave a little extra room so we can mulch or anything on top of our top layer there. So I think I'm going to put one more in on this and let it sit. Come back it down, let it sit, because I want to keep letting it thing, but I can't put any water on yet. So we'll add one more. Spread it out, tap it down a little bit, and we'll let it go with that. Best way really to build them. And it's nice too because it creates almost like a little ecosystem for it, because it'll attract moisture, hold moisture to the sticks, so the microorganisms can live off of that. And the worms will eat up that organic matter that's in there and break that down further, anything that's in your bed. So it's just a really easy or best way to actually do it. Without spending a fortune putting tons of bags of dirt and topsoil in there. Yeah, so that's what we got. Got a lot of work to do because this is just one of the bins. I don't know if you've ever seen a channel before. We got the little bins over here, little bin there, another little one over there, and then the big guy here. So yeah, quite a bit to fill up. But we'll get it done. So I got a little bit of time before winter's over in frozen tundra, Nebraska. So if it's something you like the video, like what we're doing, hit the like down below. If you have any comments, leave a comment or suggestions or any questions. I always like to hear questions or ideas and stuff. If you like what you're seeing, you like following us and everything, hit that smash that subscribe button. And you can hit notifications so you get notifications when we post something new. As the weather warms, we'll be doing a lot more projects, posting a lot more materials. So we'd like you to come along and join us and watch us work here. Me and my assistant over there, you can probably hear her in the background. She likes to sort through the bins. Right, Madison? Yeah, she likes to help me work. All right, thanks for joining, folks. Have a good day, and have a good weekend.